Don't take my photograph. You cut my soul in half. What do you want from me? I'm temporary. Why can't I make you see? I have it.
When you're in the woods and you hear some whining, chances are it's Bigfoot Brian. Bigfoot Brian.
I've got my straight line and my ultra fine and my free time and your deadline. How did you ever think that you could justify when you hang me out to dry? I never thought I'd have to watch a grown man cry when you hang me out to dry. Your test check down to the last spec. It's not your best yet, 'cause it's a train wreck.
David Rick Downshut.
When you hang me out to dry, I'll never understand a single reason why. When you hang me out to dry. just blew your mind.
When the CIO says, what the heck, they call Greg the architect.
Who's that shuffling down the street? Exercising their hearts out to the beat with a healthy heaping handful of smoke. Don't stop, it's the groovy move-ons. We weren't fooling, they're grooving and moving. Don't stop, it's the groovy move-ons. They're gonna make you really feel great. They're obligated to ensure you feel great. So groovy move-on, cause we're all anyway. May not have a motorbike, 2 testicles or a girl I like. I may not have a fancy home, a working spleen or a hole. I may not have a family or a way to keep my stools blood free. But I've got sunshine, yes I do, 'cause David Wayne, well I've got you. Yes, I've got sunny, blinding, burning rays, 'cause I've got my wainy, 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 wainy days. My name is Tim and I traveled back in time. I traveled 13 days into the past to warn myself about something bad. Ooh yeah, but goddamn it, I forgot what I was supposed to warn myself about. Oh, why did I travel through space and time? Gotta try to remember why I traveled through space and time.
Get out of my intro.
Working really hard, working really smart. You're gonna save a ton of dough, and that's a really, really, really good start. To make some big time ROI, the kind of cash your bosses feel like.
Perfect timing with the end of that track. Folks, you were listening to Music to Be Awesome by the Big Fat Brain collection of songs. Support Sidecar, good morning. Itty Bitty Liddy, yep, that was it. Itty Bitty Liddy, of course, we talked about that here on this stream. Itty Bitty Liddy, one of our great hits. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Imagivate Live. I'm your host, Troy Hitch, and I'm really glad to have you here. I hope you are having an awesome start to your Tuesday morning. If you haven't yet got it rolling, we're going to do it for you. That's what we do here on Imagivate Live. What's Imagivate Live? Well, it's a streaming show. We do it every weekday to get our brains rolling. We use our imagination to come up with terrible ideas. That's Imagivation. Why? Why terrible ideas? Well, because terrible ideas trigger good ideas, and we know that. We talk about it all the time. But if you're new to the stream, you haven't been in here yet, welcome. This is a free-flowing, super fast ideation, brainstorming kind of a thing. I'm going to ask you questions. We're going to have fun challenges. You put stuff right there in the chat stream. I call it out, and that's how we do it. And we just come up with great, amazing, terrible ideas together. So welcome. I hope you're new, and excited to be here with us. We're excited to have you. Speaking of being excited, let's bring him right out, folks. There's no reason to hold back. Good morning, Matt. How are you? Matt Bledsoe here with us on Whose Tagline Is It Any Wednesday on Tuesday.
I am so confused about what day it is, thanks to Support Sidecar. Like, I still have not figured out the difference between Wednesday and Thursday. It's just one big confluence of days. And I just, but I'm excited to be here, whatever day it is.
Yeah, you know, it's great. It's a testament to what we do on Imagivate Live, because the reason why this stream every Tuesday is called Whose Tagline Is It Any Wednesday on Tuesday is because it was a terrible idea that was generated right here on Imagivate Live. And Matt, we've done it many times, right? We've seen ideas manifest from this stream into the real world. Do you think that's a power that we should be wielding, or is that something that we should be really careful about?
Oh, I don't think we should be careful about. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen? I mean, people forget Tuesdays or whatever, you know. But I think the genesis of terrible ideas here in this format is worth whatever the consequences might be, whatever alternate universe or history we jut off into from our current timeline. Worth it, totally worth it.
Yeah, I think that kind of reckless, emboldened spirit of changing the universe wholesale is really what fuels our thinking on this stream. Hey, speaking of shifting the universe, we also heard a couple of tracks from a very failed web series that we had called Tim After Tim. We were listening to some great music there. Matt was bringing back memories for you, some of the Big Fat Brain classics.
Yeah, totally. Especially the pre You Suck at Photoshop stuff, where that kind of proved itself to be kind of a good idea, at least in terms of people kind of getting into it. But the stuff before that was just all pure 100% terrible ideas. No audience, no validation, just sucking budget out of, well, not our bank accounts, somebody else's bank account, but a total blast to make some of those shows. I'm still waiting for Bigfoot Brian, by the way. I don't think I heard that one.
It was on there. I think you might have missed it when we were talking. We'll listen to it again. I'm sorry. By the way, Support Sidecar, Andy Gasper, sent me a photo of his still sealed mint in package copy of the CD of Music to Be Awesome By. And I think we may actually have a box of those stored in the Big Fat Brain bunker, which we might pull out to give away on the show.
Yeah, good prizes. Definitely good prizes.
It is good prizes. Good morning, Zen Matthias. Yes, you leave your children out of this stream, sir. Welcome back. I'm glad that you were able to kind of get that out of your system yesterday. I hope it's out of your system.
It doesn't look like it is out of his system, though. It's just, it's still about children.
Magical Trevor 2 says, what's Matt waiting for? He just needs to start singing Chocolate Rain.
I turned my head away from the mic to clear my throat.
Oh man, that's such a classic. And yet, where is Chocolate Rain guy now? We met him.
Remember we met that guy? We met
him.
Tezon Day at one of those after party things.
Yep.
He was like the nicest, sweetest guy in the whole world.
You know, it was the You Suck at Photoshop success and money that really changed us. Before that, we were just kind of regular guys that were just having fun and making terrible ideas. Then we just became awful people going to those after parties with famous DJs and C-level internet stars. those were the days.
Yeah.
Matt, you come on this show to do taglines. That's sort of what the thing that we do on Tuesdays. You ready to do it? You want to jump right in? Because I feel like people are, I don't know. Magical Trevor 2 is already trying to come up with terrible ideas. That was a terrible idea. I don't want to hear Matt sing. I don't want to hear anybody sing Chocolate Rain. Matt, let's go over to Speed Swirl here really quick. You had a great idea this morning. Oh, actually, I know what I need to do. Sorry. Let's Matt, hold on a second. Follow me over here, guys. Hey, this is newsflash. Sorry Thursday in the United States of America is Thanksgiving. I would be fired from my life if I tried to do a stream on Thanksgiving evening. So we're changing Thursday night Thinkubator to next week night Thinkubator. And what does that mean? It means that actually I could push it off permanently forever, that I'll always just say, oh, we're going to do the Thinkubator next week. But I promise, fingers crossed, we'll do it next Thursday. And because we had so much fun and productivity. Thanksgiving. What? He's not even on the screen right now, and this is how Matt works. He's seeping through the cracks of this stream. That was a good one. All right. Hey, we had some fun yesterday with a cold start, and this one actually feels a little cold, and I don't know how prepped I was for this one either. I was really glad that Matt was jumping in because I need some help for sure. But yesterday we got just this kind of rough start. You guys actually came up with the terrible ideas upon which we would create terrible ideas, and yesterday's was side dishes for Thanksgiving. Yesterday's most terrible idea was clam jam, which just still cracks me up. I like assonance. And I like a little alliteration with my assonance. Am. That was a good one. Great job, Dave on Base 32. Dave on Base 32 is solid as a rock. That dude shows up in here. He hits those really square on, solid, terrible ideas. Glad to have him be the winner. So, whose tagline is it any Wednesday? That's our quick question for today. Back to Matt. Matt, you were thinking, wouldn't it be fun to take yesterday's most terrible idea and make some taglines, right?
Yeah, turn it. I mean, you're absolutely right about Dave on bass. And as a bass player, which I assume he is, he's just the most solid rhythm section we've got, isn't he?
I think so. Steady Freddy, man.
The clam jam just sounds like the perfect product for any social get together. And so, what would the tagline for clam jam be?
Yeah. Well,
even if you don't
jam?
know what the product is, like I don't even know if it's some sort of weird like Jello suspension that's made out of like clamato or I don't even know. I don't need to know.
All right. Well, Dave on Base 32 says it turns out clam jam is the female equivalent of cock block. Now, I've not heard that before, although I have to admit I've not been in that situation or scenario. So, and folks, this is we've just officially turned this into a 17+ stream. Welcome, welcome to all of our adults. We're really glad to have you here. Well, let's assume
and Matthias just takes it and runs with it. As soon as he hears 17+, he's just off to the races.
There you go, clam jam when you need to spread. I like that's. It doesn't really even matter what it is, right? When you need to spread, clam jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Dave on Bass
is I think Dave on Bass is really happy of where this is all going now, knowing that he was the progenitor of this terrible, terrible stream today.
Yeah. Nice job, Dave on Bass 32. Matthias, this is your last one, okay? Get it out. This is it. Not made out of children. And you're done.
Yet.
You're done. Dave on Base 32. It was a terrible idea. Trojan horse. Ooh. That, I don't think we use that frequently enough. Trojan horsing terrible ideas into a scenario where somebody thinks they might be getting a great idea. Jam that clam. Yeah, this one's gonna go sideways really fast.
South so fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jam that clam. Yeah, this is
Suddenly
also
it went from something you might serve as a side dish at Thanksgiving dinner into basically like a whole new subculture for Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah, it started with furries and it made it to mollusks, and now people dressing up like their favorite, squirt pods or whatever. What are they called?
Pseudopods.
Pseudopods.
Isn't that the foot that comes out of a clam?
I don't know. With the foot that comes out of a clam. God, this is heading in the wrong direction. All right, support sidecar. It's jam for clams.
Clams. Oh, well, that's a completely interesting new take on it. That it's not actually a food for humans. It's just clams have been an underserved market for a long time, and we're looking for new ways to reach out and give them what they've always wanted.
Yeah, that's
Jam.
not bad. I amended your tagline there, support sidecar with an ellipses. I hope you don't mind. It's jam for clams. Gee Whizmo, clam jam, keep it coming, sir. You're close to the edge.
Oh,
You're
but
close to the edge.
Baradane rescues it. Slam your fam with clam jam.
You know
right?
what? When you get a good rhyme,
everybody's gathered around the Thanksgiving table. What are you gonna serve? You got, everything's off the shelves in the stores. But wait, you've got that one can of clam jam. So slam your fam with clam jam.
The rhymes really help, and sometimes they really hurt. But that's a good one. Slam your fam with clam jam. Dave on Base 32 is going off into a tangent about Gary Burbank. Just when we told him that he was super solid as a rock, a switch gets flipped. But his argument with Pete about whether clams are animals or not, it's a rock with meat in it. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That sounds about right. All right. That's a good one.
Then if you're lucky, another rock inside the meat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're looking for that rock. It's a turducken. It's a turducken. Rock, meat, rock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
paper, scissors.
It's like
Little B Fat Brain, Clam Jam, the Fort Myers Rock Fest for those stuck in their rockers. All right. Really got that local feel to the terrible ideas this morning. Fort Myers Rock Fest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fort Myers, I feel, is the Dayton of Florida.
Ooh. Now we're talking.
Yep.
We can't, you know what I love? We can't have a Tuesday without a Dayton. It happens. Clam jam, low in sugar, high in iodine. All right. Good job, everybody. Matt, we were talking just a bit about earlier about AI, right? We brought that up the other day on the stream. It's something I'm really always quite fascinated about. One of the things that I had talked about was this graphic novel idea that I've been working on, where it supposes a not so distant future when humans are enslaved in this machine learning system where we're basically nodes of data generation. And beyond where we are now, right, where we're holding our phones and we are constantly creating data with our watches and our phones and all that stuff. This was supposing that people would be kind of locked up, hermetically sealed in chambers where they're using their imagination all day long because the computers, the AI, doesn't really know how to imagine things. So that was the premise of that. But then, man, I saw something weird this morning, and you and I thought this might be interesting to explore. This is a Google app called Taskmate, and Taskmate pays you to do weird menial tasks for for little to no money. So here's a screenshot right here. Take photos of shop fronts. So obviously to kind of fill out their visual database of Google Maps assets, I'm guessing, right? Hey, you got a phone in your hand. Hey, you happen to be pretty close to a thing that we need a photo of. Go snap a shot for 25 cents. There's another one here that's record spoken sentences for 20 cents. So we are seeing it happening right now. It's like there is no longer a veil, right? It's not like, hey, share a photo of your friends, and then we're going to kind of behind the scenes, we're going to figure out where the location. Right. Flat out, I'm going to pay you to dimensionalize the universe with data. This is weird.
It is, because it's, all of the data that we've been kind of pouring into the system has kind of just been in the background, whether you know it or not. It's happening. Everything from your location to how you interact with ads, and all of those things have been kind of in the background. Maybe you're aware that they're happening, maybe not, but this is pure opt-in. This is pure come with us and help create AI, and we will pay you to do it in these really weird ways, like take a picture of something or speak, in your language in some way. But it certainly seems like it's not very far removed from tell me a joke so that I can understand humor or whatever those things might be from the Jeff Bezos elderflesh idea. Seems like it's asking us to join that rather than like against our will enslaving us, which is exactly the way you want to do it if you want people to, you know, to join your your digital cult or whatever this thing's going to be.
Right. It is. It's interesting because I think we've always thought that we are the superior intelligence, right? We have to train the machines to understand. But it really makes me begin to wonder, like, if the joke's on us, right? That
Yeah.
the whole time, like, all we're doing now is we're being relegated down to the inferior intellect. We are being dissected into these menial tasks that are eventually going to be our job, which is to kind of incrementally
Oh, totally.
progress the planet while the machines, have enough electricity and all the things that they need to survive.
Well, what it reminds me of is, when in the Terminator franchise, when Skynet becomes self-aware, it decides that it's going to go off and launch nuclear weapons or whatever. But I think what has happened in real life, AI has become aware of what our true motivations are, and it's 25 cents. Like, you pay us money and we will do pretty much anything. Like, Matias just basically said he's going to quit his job and start photographing stuff for Google, right?
Yeah.
Because, hey, 25 cents. You do the calculus and you're like, well, how many pictures do I need to take a day, or how many phrases do I need to speak into this thing in order to make this my job?
Yep.
And so the machines have this insight about us that will do anything for money, which is far more interesting than, wait a second, we need to start a nuclear holocaust,
Yeah. All right. Well, let's jump back over here because I think it's interesting to explore. Let's and we've already got them kind of flying in. So we're going to do Google's TaskMate. This is a thing. It's a real thing now. It looks like it's only being piloted in India, but it's only a matter of time, right? Before it's everywhere. Google TaskMate. Let's get some taglines. What do we have in there, Matt? Looks like there's some already kind of flying in. Monetize life at your leisure. From G Wismo. That's too good, G Wismo. That's probably where they're going to go with trying to sell this to people. Hey, it's really easy, and in fact, it actually is, right? It's just like, what is the value proposition there? At some point, when do you cross that threshold of, like, actually, Andy could quit his job, or Matthias could just quit and be a data farm for Google.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically Google TaskMate. You work for us now.
That's a good one. You work for us now.
It was inevitable. Yeah, hey, you can tell all your friends you have a job at Google.
That is so true. You work for us now. Hey, but you know what? You still can't have a Google email address. Just use your Gmail. No. Just use your Gmail account. Tell folks that you're still in like a test run with us.
Dave on Base killed it. Yeah, we could pay for a robot to do this, but you're cheaper.
Oh my God, that is the truth.
Little B Fat Brain says, Taskmaster, do as you're told.
That's a really good one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And notice the twist that she put on it too. It's not Taskmate, it's Taskmaster.
That is fantastic. Taskmaster. Oh, that's so good.
Fantastic. I'm gonna write that one in there.
Wait a minute. Who did that one?
No, I just said that.
Oh, you said it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Don't do tasks? Me neither. I get paid for it. All right. Good job, G Wismo.
Oh, there you go. See. It's no longer a task. It's a job.
Yep. I wonder if you can be rewarded for having higher skills in that system. Be interesting to see, right? If you like, so if you're recording spoken sentences in your native language, do you do it better than others? And then the system understands that. Yeah, there's an algorithm, and it's like, I'm going to pay you 30 cents for yours.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like if you use like colloquial speech or something like that, or if you use some sort of dialectic, addition to that that kind of gives the AI a little bit more to go on about how to, talk more like a human, then as opposed to just a straight up translation, which you can find anyway.
Yeah. Put those kids to work. That's great, Dave on Bass. Getting small children back in here. That's hilarious. Put those kids to work.
Magical Trevor 2, Taskmate. It only makes sense. CENTS.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but those pennies add up, right?
Uh-huh. They do. Eventually they become dimes. And then you have a bunch of dimes.
Yeah.
Maybe some quarters. Let's see.
Did
Look
a
at
bot
this.
get in here?
Yeah, did you kill a bot, Matthias? Is that what happened? Or did Chris Snickers have a better idea than you? Killed a bot. Killed a bot. Hey, you know what you just did? 25 cents.
Yeah. I
Great
think
job.
Troy should start paying your Imagivate audience 25 cents for every bot they kill.
Kill bots.
For every AI they destroy.
Good, Matthias. Good, Matthias. I'm going to condition you.
Well, I think the reason why he killed it was he imagined it was potentially a small child, and that's getting back into his
very weird. So weird. Matthias is just and I made him a mod yesterday. What was I thinking? Okay, so let's keep going. All right, this is really really interesting because if we go to the it's the fact that like if Matthias is better at killing bots, we pay him a little bit more. It's interesting to think about the system understanding that. Support sidecar Taskmate. The robots will remember who helped them.
Don't you want to be the Kent Brockman in this equation? I, for one, welcome our digital overlord masters. Yeah.
And what's inside? We want to be inside the walls instead of outside in the radiation. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so. Or he's talking about the Gasper Plex that we discussed a couple of weeks ago.
That's
fortress.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. What happens if that's not impossible that the AI unleashes zombie virus just to get rid of us, to get rid of the non-task mates, right?
Yeah, people who aren't helping the drones. Yeah.
But
if the drones aren't working.
Yeah, it's important, folks, to get in on this beta as soon as it becomes available, so that you can earn your ticket into the safe zone. Yeah, outside in the wasteland. What is that? Let's see. Dave on Bass. Get in on the ground floor of the robot takeover. Yeah, that's what it is. It really is about ground flooring yourself. Ground floor. Grab your flask and do a task. All right. Yeah, make it fun. Make it drinky.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Anesthetize yourself to what's going on. It's easier that way. I really like the idea of you getting labels based on which version of this AI you allowed yourself to be co-opted into. Like if you're an alpha, that has priority over a beta who was a little late to the game. It's very like Brave New World type of stuff. I love it.
What happens if you were like a post-release, like you didn't sign up enough early enough to get the bonus skin? With
you live in a cave somewhere. Yeah.
You're just you're off the grid. I like do a task. I like it like where the AI has no sense of like camaraderie. Like it's more master than mate, right? It's just like do this now. Task mate.
Yeah, do a task now. Do this now.
Yeah, that's good. Do this task now. I said now.
Support Sidecar says taskmate. Probably not the weirdest thing you've done for money.
Yeah, what are some of those other tasks in the Taskmate system that we haven't shown us yet?
Yeah, the elderflesh stuff. Yeah, like what's it feel like to hold your hand over a candle for 5 minutes? Do that now. Do this now.
Do this task now. Burn yourself. Burn yourself and report the feeling.
Yeah.
Whoa, Matthias off on a run. Make a friend. Marry someone. Adopt a small child. Okay. Yep. Just all those commands, right? Let's just get right down to it. New meaning to corporate drone. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. We also, I think we would refer to taskmate people as useful idiots, probably, right? Isn't that a phrase that would suit?
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, this is really interesting. I'm fascinated and terrified at the same time, I think.
Yeah. I mean, because we're having a good laugh. We're having a good laugh about it, but I think, for me at least, it's kind of an uncomfortable laugh because there's a vast number of people who will do this for sure. Like not even thinking of what they're doing, repercussions or whatever. They're going to get their check for $1.75 or whatever and be like, oh, wow, that was cool. Share it with their friends and everything. And I think, Troy, this is, with going back to the You Suck at Photoshop stuff, when we used to kind of task our own audiences to go out and like disrupt things that we thought were kind of becoming trends or conventional or whatever. I think it would be a great idea at some point to return to this and task the Imagivate live audience with interesting ways to get involved in this and make money for ourselves by trying to upend this system somehow. You know what I mean? Take a picture of a storefront. Well, this is not yeah,
I like that. What do you guys think? I think that's an interesting proposition, Matt, that if we believe in, we believe in a couple of things here, right? We believe in terrible ideas. That is our number one belief, that when you come up with terrible ideas, probably something not terrible will occur eventually. But also we do it together. We collaborate and we unify to disrupt the system with terrible ideas. That's been kind of our kind of going mantra, and it's manifested itself in the Q1 EMEA meeting, which, by the way, I thankfully today I was the cutoff to get that thing exported to YouTube so it lives forever, and it's there, by the way, on our YouTube channel. So if you guys want to go back and watch that again, because eventually you're not going to be able to see it, I think maybe after the next day or so here. Yeah, but what do you guys think about that? Maybe think about it, and we'll come back to it tomorrow. Do we want to create a resistance to the AI onslaught, and do we start with taskmate? Do we all sign up right as soon as we possibly can and have a coordinated effort to confuse the system from the very beginning about what humans do and think and how they do tasks, right? What if you start taking those photos upside down? Are you going to get, do you get penalized by the system, or does the system start to think like, oh, well, doors are usually on the ground, not on the top of the building, but maybe in this city they are on the top of the building? We could have a lot of fun with that.
I see a new show, Tuesday Night Taskubator.
All right, that's a great place to end.
Because Troy has all the time in the world.
All right, thanks, Matt Bledsoe. I'm glad you're out of quarantine, right? Out of quarantine?
Yeah, thank you.
Officially? Yep, awesome,
buddy.
Yep,
everybody's healthy and safe.
Good. Well, have a great holiday. We'll see you next Tuesday on Tuesday Night Taskubator. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much.
See ya.
I've got my straight line and my ultra fine and my free time and your deadline. How did you ever think that you could justify when you hang me out to dry? I never thought I'd have to watch a grown man cry when you hang me out to dry. I've got your test check down to the last spec. It's not your best yet, 'cause it's a train wreck.
Dave and Rick Demch does.
When you hang me out to dry, I'll never understand a single reason why. When you hang me out to dry.
blew your mind.